What is going on, guys? Greg Yandella here, Huntcast Podcast. Doug is a little busy downstairs eating dinner. I got here a little early, messed them all up. So I figured I was going to come up here, get in the studio. We haven't shot a video in quite a bit. We've been promising you guys, so I wanted to get something done. So I figured, why not do my bow? So this is my current hunting bow. This is the Elite Carbonera. We have gash strings, the new Spot Hog Boonie. We got a CBE Torx 7-inch stabilizer. We've got Mamba arrows and the Elite quiver. So this bow, straightforward 100%. I never thought I would like a carbon bow. I've always hated carbon bows because of how much they vibrate. This bow, there is literally no hand shock, no vibration. Normally I have to run 12-inch bars on my bow front and back, and as you can see I've got a little 7-inch stubby guy on here, and it's just for a little bit more weight. I know it kind of defeats the purpose of having a carbon bow, but the bow is just rock solid, stays rock solid in your hand, holds really well. So this has the ability to flip between performance and smooth mods. So I have it set on performance right now. The bow is set to about 63 pounds. Closer I get to the season, I will crank that back up. It is a 65-pound max bow. I don't need to run 70 pounds, so I stay at 65 normally. And what is really great about this bow is it also includes their set technology. So set technology is the ability to tune the bow without moving your rest, without shimming. Basically you have a lock screw on the top and the bottom. And let me get my quiver out of the way here so you can see this a little bit better. So right here is where this all happens at. So you have your lock is here. Your actual adjustment screw is on the outside right side of the bow. And basically you shoot it through your paper. It's going to give you, if you have a tear, it's going to tell you what way that is tearing. You're basically going to follow the directions on the bow for left or right tear. You're going to turn that way, go very small increments. Took me 2 arrows to get this baby tuned, and I've had this through paper out to 40 yards with no problems, straight bullet hole. We bare shafted it, we shot it with fletchings, everything stays the same. So tunability of this bow is super awesome. I did go with the Elite quiver. I probably won't ever take it off, but I can if I need to. I like actually shooting with it. It gives me a little bit more weight. Again, I'm used to shooting with 12-inch bars on my hunting bows, so this serves the purpose. The only real downside to this bow is the fact that it does not have anything in line. So there is no integrated rest, there is no Picatinny mounts for your sight, which is not a big deal, just a little kind of behind the times on what a lot of the manufacturers are doing now. So I think for 25 you will probably see a bow come out from Elite with inline. Again, integrated Picatinny mount for a sight. So the Boonie that I have is on their dovetail. So this is the new Spot Hog Boonie. I have the dual pin. Shot the Fast Eddie the last couple of years, really liked it, so figured when this one came out, that's what I was going to go to. So right now I still have my setup tape on it because I'm in the middle of choosing arrows. I don't know which arrow I'm going to shoot yet. I have both the Mamba and the Nandoo. Sorry, had a slight brain lapse there. So with this bow also you can adjust your let off. So let off is done by either this little guy right here, but it also comes with hard stops for your limbs. So right now it's just a cable stop, but you can put the limb stop on there to give it a harder back wall. I prefer it this way. I actually have this set off to the highest let off I can get. Obviously depending on where you're hunting, super easy to adjust. So if you're going to Montana or something where that let off can't be at 95% or 90%, you can adjust it really quick. So I have the high octane gas string. I do have a Hamsky Raptor peep in there. String is still brand new. It's only been on for about a week. So I have a little peep twist right now, which I will fix this coming week. And last but not least, before I shoot this baby, I have the new Trophy Ridge Propel. I know everybody kind of looks at me funny. This rest is awesome. We've been selling a ton at the shop. Super easy to adjust. Has an arrow hold down built in. Pops up as you draw. So I can't argue with the rest. The rest is awesome. So we're gonna give it 2 shots. I'm gonna shoot I have not speed checked this bow yet. I have the chrono set up. I'm gonna shoot the Mamba first. This is the original arrow that I had built for hunting season. You guys have heard us talk about Mamba. These arrows are killer. We have them in the shop. We have a lot of guys that bought them up at Archery Fest, and just a great arrow. So the Mamba does have the outside sleeve. I'm running Easton Pro Grade field tips. Got AAE Hybrid 26s. These are our custom High Tines archery ones. Have a reflective whitewater wrap on there, which normally I don't do a wrap, but FOC was so good on this arrow, I was able to put a little extra weight in the back. And these are actually the only wraps that we carry in the stock that are pre-cut. Everything else we cut custom, depending on what we need to do. So Mamba, these are 485 grain. They're shooting really nice. I just haven't speed checked it, and I'm just kind of curious to where it is. So we're gonna run this guy through here. Don't mind my peep twist. It's again, strings breaking in. I don't really want to twist it until I have it settled. So here we go. And we're not going to put any through the wall. We still haven't fixed that hole, if you have seen that video. But here we go. First shot. .240 even with that arrow, which scares me a little bit. So let's shoot that one more time, see if I get a different reading. 240 is pretty slow. Again, this is my gear setup, so I'm not, shooting crazy distances. But let's run this one more time, see what we get. Duplicate. Okay, so not exactly where I thought it was going to be at speed-wise for the Mamba. So I'm going to set this guy down real quick, and we are going to shoot the Nandoo. So the difference with the Nandoo is I don't have this wrapped. This has a boning knock. I do have the same field tips in, and that is the Mamba archery collar. So 385 grains. Originally built these up at Archery Fest specifically for target. But this is one of their higher end arrows, 5.2 millimeter. And let's see what this guy does. .270. So 30 foot per second increase, exactly in 100 grain difference in arrow. Let's see if I can duplicate it. What I don't really like about this particular setup is this boning knock. I'm not a fan of the boning knocks. It doesn't really like to grab, and I think I might be getting a little pinch, but we'll see. But let's see if we can duplicate the number. Duplicate. So both arrows flew exactly the same twice through the chrono. Sorry. So we got 240 on the Mamba and 270 on the Nandoo. So now I'm going to have to check my broadheads outside. Obviously 30 feet a second is going to change a lot of where my sight tape needs to be. But what is nice about the Booney is I can just order another wheel and be able to take them on and off and mark them for each arrow. So if I need a light arrow or I need to shoot a little further, I'll probably go with the Nandoo. But I'd really like to stay with the weight of the Mamba. So we'll see what happens. Both of them have great FOC. We don't go crazy in the 800, 900 grain arrows for FOC. We build them nice, where they still fly good and don't have, that super heaviness behind it. Because obviously, 63 pounds shooting a super heavy arrow, I'm not even gonna be pushing 240. So stay tuned. Head over here to YouTube. Head over to Podbean, Spotify, wherever you want to listen to your podcast at. We will be recording tonight's episode very shortly. So sit tight. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like what we're doing here on the videos, I promise we're going to continue producing more videos for you on different equipment. Just so happened, Bo is in the truck, coming over here to record. Chrono's here. Wanted to set it up, wanted to get a video out to you guys. So make sure you hit the little like button underneath, hit subscribe, little bell, and that way you get notified every time we produce something new, whether it's the podcast or a video. I promise the next time you see us, Doug will be here on screen, and maybe we're going to go over some optics or something next week. We're going to be talking a lot about food plots coming up here too, as season gets closer up here in Pennsylvania. Planting season starts next month, so we have a lot of properties to work on, not to mention our own. So stay tuned. Check out an Elite Carbon Air if you haven't seen one yet, and we'll talk to you soon.